Hey guys, my name is Kian. I run a company focusing on corporate training, business consulting, and employee engagement. We've worked with more than 10 multinational companies and more than 2,500 employees across 15 different countries. And today, I want to share with you how I made my first $100,000 when I started my business. So when I started, I faced a number of challenges, some of which included promoting my business, as in making sure that people knew of my presence and the presence of my company. Demonstrating my excellence. So I could be good at what I did, but if no one was willing to give me a chance to show that I was good at what I did, at conducting corporate training sessions, for example, at administrating psychometric assessments and producing corresponding reports, for example, then you couldn't really do anything, because you could be extremely good at what you did, but if no one was willing to look at you or give you the opportunity or the platform to present that, then it's practically useless. So what I thought had going for me was that I could present myself as a problem solver. So what I did was that, as much as possible, I made the life of my client easy and convenient. And what that meant was that when a client messaged me, or a prospective client messaged me, I replied immediately. When they wanted paperwork to be done, I ensured that that was done immediately. When they had questions, I would drive to their office and address all their questions. I would also take the extra step to say, hey, I know that you're working in a large team in a large company, and I know that you probably are dealing with 5 or 10 other stakeholders who probably have more questions. Let me know what their questions are about our offering, and I will address them, all of them, right now. And when you do that, the client would think, hey, this person seems like someone who is reliable. And more importantly, if I work with this person, he probably would make my life easier. And it's important that we know about this, because especially in the B2B context, the client that you're dealing with is probably another employee in a multinational company or even a small medium enterprise. The fact is that they would be an employee, which means that they either had a lot of colleagues and other clients to deal with, or actually that you are just one of the 10 or tens of vendors that they have to deal with. And if they have to deal with 10 vendors, they would really appreciate any one of them who would make their lives easier. So that was what I did, really. Ensuring that I responded to queries, calls, messages, emails extremely quickly, immediately if I could manage, ensuring that all the paperwork, invoices, quotations were submitted on time, if not in time, and ensuring that I addressed all of their queries in and out. And I would even say something like, hey, if you have questions even on the weekend, feel free to message me, I'll respond to you immediately. And when I did that, doors opened. People gave me opportunities. I then had the platform to demonstrate my excellence and show that, hey, I was someone who could also deliver the work that I promised. So I would say that if you're starting out or you're trying to sell to a new market, it's important that you establish yourself as someone who's a problem solver. Make sure that your reputation is positive, that people perceive you to be generous, to be productive, to be persistent and disciplined. And that would go a long ways, and that would open up a lot of doors for you to demonstrate your excellence.